welcome back to What If Zuko was the only powerful, he's the only overpowered character in every universe thing or world. So, where we left off, he met Endeavor, basically joining his agency, basically. So, because in the last video that I did was I tried to find the image where he saved a pro hero that's a girl from getting killed by a Nomu that was right behind her. So, he, of course, actually, Zuko was basically made or checked on Tenya, he found Hero Killer Stain before Tenya even did, or before Native did too. So he says, "You're the one that killed Tenya's brother, aren't you? A lucky son of a gun, aren't you?" As Hero Killer Stain says, "Who are you?" "Oh, I'm just a man with..." that's classed 1B. But now, as he moves faster than anyone. Like, heck, Hero Killer Stain's eyes can't even process what happened. He basically puts him in chains. As he says, that was easy. Now, just turn you over to authorities." As he took Hero Killer Stain to authorities. Basically to prison, and he says, As his hero name is actually one who, can rule, or no, the one who destroys everything. Or, I was going to say one who rules everybody. King. So, that's his official hero name. As Endeavor likes that name. The one who rules all. As he's like, heck. He says, or actually, only he trained his body left and right. So then his sister ends up getting one for all. Actually, from All Might. And her powers went insane. So, or actually, no. Or, yeah. Let's do that. So, then Zuko was like, As Endeavor's very proud of him, because he says, "I'm very proud of you. Much more than my own son." And Zuko, as he says, "Yeah, I'm just doing this jobs." Okay? As he says, "But still, you seem like a pretty good guy with all that power. And what is your quirk, by the way?" As he says, "My quirk is actually lost memories. That's why I'm in class 1B. But it's actually the anchor to my soul thing. So, as Endeavor sees that as like, so your quirk is lost memories, right? So do you even lose your memories, original? As Izuku says, no, but instead it should have been called Memories of Everyone. So, as he says, it allows me to gain everyone else's memories, like who I met and who do I see. Like, because I see you, Endeavor, so all of your memories and your quirk will get copied and put into me. That's what, if it got removed, ooh. So, you're basically telling me that if your quirk got removed from you, everyone that you knew will, or that you see, he will go into your body, right? Yes. Basically, think about me as part of everyone, or everyone's part of me. You should have been in Class A. That much power that you wield. Yeah, but they put me in Class B, so I know some of you are probably saying, "What the heck, man? He should be in Class A and all that stuff." But let me remind you, this is my what if, so I'm just taking suggestions. So don't worry. There's probably going to be a remix of it coming, like, soon thing. Or, like, probably a couple years or a couple days. I really don't know either. So after the internship thing, he has learned a lot from Endeavor. And he also was also, because he actually told Endeavor that I learned a lot from you. As during that one day thing, he says, or during the day, or Endeavor says, let's see what you're capable of. As he says, or actually, he says, one who rules all. As he says, okay. As Zuku says, alright. As few seconds later, like, one punched sent Endeavor flying backwards, hitting the wall. Like, basically, it looked like with that one punch, he dented the entire wall. He looked like the Jesus thing when he looked like he was on that wooden, like, plus thing. So, some of us might know it as a cross, but that's what an endeavor looked like. So he says, wow, you move like... As Todoroki and everybody that saw his power is like, huh, wow. I never knew that I had that much strength behind my punches, so next time I'll hold back, okay? As bloody Endeavor says, yeah, as he's coughing out blood. And like, oh my goodness, no wonder why. Ow. Sheesh, Izuku. Be careful with that power. You end up might accidentally killing somebody with that one day. As he's like, as he actually did heal him because of his healing power too, when he's in that form. So he's like, huh. As Endeavor, it really grown to liking of Zuku's. That's why he's like, huh. Someone's kid is powerful enough to destroy that much. As he actually did that. He actually killed, or not killed, but he actually, with that much power that at his fingertips, Todoroki even says, you're powerful than Endeavor and All Might. And are you trying to pass them? As he says, no, it's the... just to be safe on... because you are friends with the most powerfulest man in the entire universe thing. So he's or his sister went and says, rather, or actually Class 1B was like so worried about him, like, where were you, by the way? As he says, no big deal, guys. As they, when everybody saw he didn't even get a scratch or something. As they're like all shocked because usually Hero Killer Stain usually like stabs or slices at his opponent. As he says, well, only thing that he really did hurt was my feelings, but I took care of him real quick. As he was pretty powerful. He even like swat everybody away. Because how powerful he was, he could just easily walk away. And then when Zuko and Zumi were like, of course, Zuko asked, how was Class 1A? As she said, it was good, but man, they sure talk about you. How buffed you were, and you handled that Hero Killer Stain in by yourself. Literally, by yourself. That's... everyone wants to be like you. As he says, well, oh, I am. And when he walked a little bit more, or one day walked a little bit more out of people's hearing range, as he told her that and about like, because he knew something was up with All Might, so he says, have you heard anything from All Might? As she says, well, no, not recently, but well, that's okay. As then the camp park, he actually told his sister before. He says, have fun. Or you do, don't get too carried away with your firepower. As his sister says, I won't. As Maya, is like, she couldn't believe that she couldn't believe that Zumi is Zuku's sister. Basically, only person that really asked was, or actually, all the girls walked up to Zumi and like asked her if her brother was single and how powerful is he, or what is his age, all that stuff. So, yeah. This is a hilarious part. Sorry if I'm like, so now at the villain's base, All for One says, as he says, Doctor, we haven't heard anything back from, or that boy's, or actually he's saw like that USJ thing, as he says, he asked the doctor, where is that stupid doctor? Sorry. So he knew, or actually All for One asked him, okay, so who's that young man, by the way? That's what All for One asked. Oh, him? That is Zuku Midoriya. His quirk, lost memories. If you're planning to take his memories away, go right ahead. But it's a unique quirk. As he says, lost memories. What does it do? As he says, well, if you meet, or if you had it mastered, or if you had it, or if you were born with that quirk and you're All for One, or with your original quirk, you would, if you meet people, or if you see people are surrounding you, then it will make you, or if you remove it and give it to someone else, then you gain all those memories that were of all those people that you haven't met before. It's similar to your storage quirk. As he says, huh. So basically, it's a uniquest one. I'll take it away from him. So he asked him to go like about the Cambark thing, and as they, of course, now the Cambark thing, but Blood Hero asked Eraserhead if that's okay with him if take Zuku along. As he says sure. As he was, or actually he went with his sister to the mall, as every girl and everyone wanted to get his autograph thing, as he's like most popular guy. As he says, I don't know, as he gets everyone, like he's trying to get everyone out. So he's like, huh. As he's like goes away, as he's like tries to, and everybody that was working at the store, like the store owners, gave him some free stuff. That's how popular he is. As Mina finds that interesting. As they're like, okay. As he was, that's his, they always call him by his name, or superhero name. The one who rules them all is here. As he got more like shirts, socks, pants, underwear, everything. From like for free. Basically they're like, as everybody's like grinning, like, huh, you're quite popular. Yeah. Okay. As he like on him walked away. And he says, he insists, if you need anything, just let me know, okay? As he says, as everyone looked at his sister, and one of them said, "You are his sister?" Yep. As she's getting praised by them, like everybody that, so she got a lot of cool stuff. Like their popularity went through the roof. As Mina and Laser Boy, everybody that knew him was like, wow, you're pretty famous for what you did. As he says, yeah. So he walks out, and then so everybody's like, yep, he's a perfect man for us. That's what some of them are asking. Or that's what girls were asking. he really did rule us all. As human Pikachu is like, okay, why is there, or why do you always get all the fun? So, now the camp art thing, Zuko went with them for first day thing at a camp. As he says, alright. As he was packed to gills. Like, he even had to make portal, like, because he also had unlimited powers, so he made a pocket universe for himself. Or basically his bedroom. That looks like... And so he was pretty powerful. He was the only powerfulest person. It makes Endeavor and All Might and everybody like not even close to his power level. So, yeah. Zuko was basically the powerhouse kind. So he's like, alright. As here they come, as Pussycat shows up. Doing all their weird poses. As he says, there you are. As he predicted their moves, things. So they're like, or actually, him sitting right next to his sister, or his sister tells him that, what are you predicting? Well, I'm predicting that probably the 2 of the 4 pussycats will come greet us and point to where their house is. That's what I'm predicting. As Midnight, or not Midnight, Maya is heard that, and she's like, okay. As then, when she, like, it happened, so Mina says, guess you were right. Or both Mina and his sister said that. As everybody like looks at him like, wait, so you predicted this moves, but how did you do that? As he says, I know a thing or two about certain things. So he says, or actually, or only people that are, or actually, human Pikachu says, knock that off before, as he says that, as they're like, yeah, okay. And so now, Zuko was, or actually, Momo thinks that's kind of cute. Yeah. And because how smart he is and strong, she's thinking in her head of making him her future, or her boyfriend. And because how popular he is, as he is So they went from, well, few days back, or like couple days back, after he was born, he was like, so like, huh. And then he went from 1 to 10, and then into like his fourth form, and then that fourth form went into like above his god form. And just that's how powerful he is. So they start training harder, or he starts training harder, as he says, overnight. He trained harder and harder. Basically, he trained super hard that Zuku was basically buffed as Black Blood, or actually buffer than Endeavor and All Might put together. That's how buffed he is. So he's like, well then, see that you guys are up, so I'm now now breakfast is ready, boy. As some of them are still trying to wake up, but some, like Mina and Momo, their eyes were widened and they were awake. So they went and had, or he had his specialty: eggs, sausages, and like bacon. And he had every breakfast dish ready before they even, or like, yeah, before they even got woken up. As they're like, as some of them are like that, they're like so happy to, like, as his cooking was like, one person, or some of them said, "Thank you, Zuku," as he made a lot, so he like, so he like, well, I made some for you, Mr. Aizawa. So as he got him a plate of like breakfast things, so he like ate, as they're all like, or I'm gonna go find the listing. So everybody, he was like, whoa, that's cool. As one of them says, we're eating God's food thing. That's what one of them, he never had this scrumptious food in a long time. As the other person, or same person, says that, as Dark Shadow, or that guy, he says to Zuku that, wow, you made all this food without a stove, or as he says, yeah, because I'm basically, you know what I have? As he opens a portal and everyone went in and saw like his own farm. Like, as they're like, wait, so you can't eat on go? Kind? Yeah. And don't worry. They, because in this pocket universe, no one actually do age. So none of them, or if it's food, it doesn't age in this pocket universe. As it's like, so, is there, or one of them asked, is there a garbage can? Can put our, or actually, they ate like kings and queens. As he says, or they all like said thank you really loudly. So loud that probably a next county over could hear them. As heck, Mr. Aizawa was even surprised that Zuko could cook this much food. As he laying before, actually, after, as he says, hey guys, what's up? As Class B says, no fair, they hear that smells delicious. As Pink, I can't pronounce her name. Punky, or Pony, he was even so they're like all like, as he turns and looks at them and says, don't worry, I have plenty. As they, come on, as he like grabs them some food too, and they start eating like kings and queens too. As they're like, I can't believe what you are. As they all like say, you're the best cooks, or you're the best cook that we ever had. Yeah. And it sure, I surely worked up the appetite too. But as they are like, blood heroes are like, now we have every food in, because he ate it too. And man, oh man, what I told you, would you believe me? He was actually, when they saw his body thing, he looked like fused Endeavor with All Might. Hey, kind, like his body was more buffer than Endeavor's. As one of the pussycats, heck, Coda's, and was even ate his food, and he's like, huh, thanks. As he trained so hard that everybody is like, whoa, slow down, Zuko. As so now Zuko was basically, as everybody knows that he's at level Gunley, like, one of them asked, what level are you on? Well, I'm past Gun now. No. I am, as they're like, wait, so you're higher than all of us. Yep. But now, as let's train. Is everyone's food done? As they're all says, yep. As there was some leftover, like, he says, huh. Man. As Blood Heroes, like, or actually one of the Pussycats things, or actually his sister was, like, walks up to him and asked him if can she have more. As he says, sure, take it all. Okay. Okay. As I'm predicting that, as everybody was having seconds before her, as they were like, holy crud. Now they all, like, start training. As Blood Heroes walks up to Izuku and says, you don't need to. It looks like you've been training your hardest overnight. Or Racerhead says that. As he says, okay. And I'll still train my body away from everybody, okay? Okay. As he trains his hardest. Like, he passed everybody. It makes them look like they were bottom of the food chain thing. He's way up there, like way up in past our solar system, past, like, everybody. Like, forget the anti-spirals. Forget the powerfulest anime characters. Zuku is the past everybody. So he's the entire, like, gun, and his speed can't be rivaled with. And then, so Koda, his parents are like, Koda is like, holy crud, because his cousin told him that be nice to Zuku, okay? No, okay? As Koda went and asked Zuku how powerful he is. So he says, well, before I answer your question, is your name Koda? Huh. Yes. How do you know? As he says, well, your parents, or I know your parents real well. As he tells him that I was the one that saved them from, as Koda's parents were still living. So, as Koda thanks Zuku for it, and he ends up getting musclier and musclier, like, every second. Like, he passed even a strongest ones, like, super strong, like, lift up 20 buildings with the Eiffel Tower, everything. He passed it. And he was strong. So basically, passes everyone. Like, he even passed on his smart things. He's super smart. He passed Nezu. He passed everybody's. Like, his speed is like, he could outrun lightning by a long, long shot. And he's also fast learner and fast thinker too. So then he's the most important one. Or switch over to villains. And he told Musclier that, or actually, scratch that. Musclier got captured, so he told Dobby that Zuku, as he shows a picture of Zuku, he's the number one target. As Toga is like, looks over and sees, and she's like happy. As she says, I can't wait to turn him into Puddle of Blood thing. As or in the last video, I forgot to mention, in the last video, my original plan was to fuse what if there was this thing that people do on YouTube called What If Zuku Was Cheated On? Well, but then now it's got changed into, okay, because Zuku, who my original plan was to have Momo, who be his first girlfriend, and then, or actually, not Momo, I meant Ochako, Oraka, that brown-haired girl, to be his first girlfriend. Then she cheats on him by going out with Bakugo. And her telling Bakugo that to pull a trick on Zuku. She likes to go overboard with it. With that. Sorry. So, stuff. So, but now it's in this point. So, or actually, during that, or in that first video thing, of this part 1 thing, during that, I think, 11 years, Ochako decides to go on a date with him and be like his first girlfriend thing. But then she's a little bit, I'm making her into like a little bit of a trickster kind. So she already knew who Bakugo was. So she tells Bakugo what her plans are to try to trick Zuku in. And as Bakugo says, well, that's okay. As Ochako decides to dump him dump Zuku and then go on to Bakugo. It's Bakugo. So then, after that, then Zuku was like, he said it doesn't bother him. So he starts training harder and harder. More and more. And now, all the way to this point. So, and then he gets captured or at the sports festival thing of him, or of Zuku's buffed up form. Ochako was regretting of dating or dumping him. She wanted to make it up to him, but she's too embarrassed to tell him. So, but Zuku was, or actually Bakugo can tell that it lasted for quite a long time. Here. Basically, Bakugo knew Ochako's plan was to to trick Zuku by cheating on, or not cheating, dumping him and dating Kachan. And yeah, basically making making Zuku feel bad, but he kind of felt relieved about it, so he's like, okay. As he's walked away, and so as she's regretting of dumping Zuko, as he no matter, as he trained harder and harder, so he got captured, and then Zuku got woke up as he says, guess I'm in the League of Villains base. Or am I? Yeah, but as he says, you're too stubborn, aren't you? To keep you away from me. As he broke the chains off and straps, as he walks up to who he took care of Dobby and basically used his slap move. He basically slapped Dobby in the face. Yeah. Sending him flying into a wall. Backwards. As he slapped Gravity Girl, or not Gravity Girl, Magnus Girl. That's what everybody probably calls her. And Zuku was pretty powerful. So then Zuku was or actually All Might shows up and they got teleported, and then All Might got defeated by All For One. But before All For One kills him with his punch move, or before Zuko steps in and says, looks like you are having troubles with this so-called All For One. As All Might says, get out of here, kid. You're not prepared for it. As he says, really? Who's the one that's talking? I'm always prepared for anything. As All For One says, you're prepared for this. As he used take quirk thing. As he took Zuko's quirk away. As he was already expecting him to do that. So everybody that he didn't know and did know, all of them used it. Or sorry, I burped it. The Zuko got all of their memories and their quirks. So now he became the one who rules all. One true one. As he says, and his eyes did the same thing. He's basically like that, but without the Omnitrix in the middle, and his eyes are like his green. So he says, you're pretty weak to me, All For One. As he says it, as he's charging up his fist attack. As he literally punched All For One right in the stomach and obliterating him. Basically killed him off. There was no one, or there was nothing left. No quirk, no nothing. Basically, sorry, hold on, pause. So, sorry, that's okay, so Zuko was the one who destroys all. Basically, or rules all. So he is when everyone saw his true power, they're like, what the heck? So he basically did what everybody expecting him to do. He went full on nuclear. His own flames was rainbow colors, and he used Magnus's powers. As he says, guess I win. As the next day, finally, Ochako finally walked up to Zuko in his god form and told him that, or not in front of the entire class, but off school grounds, and no one could hear them. So Ochako finally confesses to him about date him back, as he says, As, okay. As she knew who, as she tells him the way that she dumped him in the first place. As she says, well, my original plan was to cheat on you and to make you feel bad, but now the what you showed me was pretty powerful moves. And he says, as I know that you were gonna do that kind of stuff on me. But I knew about that, so I played along. So, as they're like, as the next, or like the during school thing, Nezu, or actually after school, Nezu wanted to talk to Zuku about him going up to class class A. So Nezu talked to him about that, and he says, huh, okay. As Nezu says, well, you are quirk, or you're powerful enough to destroy all of us, so it's good to bump you up to class A with your sister. Okay? Yeah. As then Mina notices that something is weird. So Mina asked Zuku's sister if it was his first girlfriend. As his sister says, well, his first girlfriend, I told you, you would be bugging her all through the school year, right? Yeah. About it. So she told her that it was Ochako. Actually, Ochako says it was me. As as Mina says, huh, well, you're pretty. As me, only as or Zumi told like she told, how long is this video? So I know it's been a minute, so she actually told, or actually Zumi told Mina about what happened, about Ochako was going to pull a prank on Zuku, by just like cheated on him, and Bakugo was helping her with it. Ooh, really? So both of you are still dating each other, right? As Ochako was blushing. Basically, she was blushing like no tomorrow. And then I'm skipping the ball thing, the dodgeball thing. But during the hero those against students one, it almost similar to canon, but Zuku against All Might with his sister as or actually and now All Might or actually before, like, he asked his sister if did you get one for all? As Zumi was, or as she says, yeah, and please don't tell anyone else. Don't worry, I got his memory, so I know all about one for all. Heck, I still, because I copied it too. So he made a copy of it, so they both share it. So, and plus Inko, or not Inko, the certain Nine Eyes, or not Nine Eyes, but the like pro heroes chose, or like All Might chose Zuku and Zumi that he will battle, and everybody else, and like, so he says, well, you're crazy, so, and he actually went toe-to-toe with All Might, and he says, I know all about One for All. How I knew who your master was. I also knew that she wasn't a first user of One for All. As All Might was grinning, like smiling, as he like was smiling, like he couldn't believe that someone without One for All actually knew One for All before. As he says, As he says, I also know that you gave One for All to my sister, All Might. As All Might is like, how did you know? Remember, my original quirk is lost memories. I can, if someone removed it from me, then all of those memories of everyone that I do know and don't know comes to me, and their quirks too. So, as All Might face palms his own head, like, oh, I forgot that you're. So basically, All Might was gonna use his 100% or like Country Boy Smash thing, but Zuku jumped up and he used the move that, or actually he used the same move that All Might knew from his master, as All Might tells him that, how did you know how to use float ability? As Zumi says, remember All Might? The lost, remember that lost memories quirk thing that my brother, big brother, has? As All Might says, yeah, okay. As he used his own black whips thing, and danger sense, he basically, and everyone's quirk all at once. He used Mina's acid ability. He used him to go invisible, full invisible. And he also uses Ning Ochako's as gravity. He used it all. Oh. In one single swoop. Basically, he was like, beat the opponent is easier than beating another player. It's just like a game. So, they looked at his thrusters things on his legs, and it was Tenya's legs things on him, the generator parts, but he actually uses everyone's quirk. Basically, he, as All Might says, or actually All Might and Endeavor says, well, you're pretty powerful. That's why you got your hero name of one who rules all. As they're like, whoa. So, as everyone's surprised that Zuku could move fast as Ingun, as he punched Endeavor and All Might twice, like Endeavor twice did the same thing. So, yes, and no, it's a pretty long video, but don't bear with me now. Bear with me now. So, all of them are like, whoa, dude, you're crazy, powerful, strong. As Ochako is, or no one, or actually, Momo literally walked up to Ochako and says, how about we both date him? As Ochako is like, okay. As long as... So, he was basically, as he used Mr. Aizawa's eyes to, and certain Night Eyes at the same time. So, basically, he knew about all that stuff. So, yeah, he is crazy strong. And like, he beats Overhaul, and then he saved Ares, and then all that stuff. So he basically a man with us who rules all. He passed pro heroes, and like, his rank was at 1. Like, basically he or at 0, because All Might is still symbol of peace, then followed by an Endeavor, But Izuku was past them in number 0 spot. As his popularity even went through the roof even more. Like, literally, they treat him as a gun. And, like, his own family was treated as, or they've been blessed with him. So, now, oh, remember that one scene where, I know it's gone for a long time, but remember in the yesterday when I said in the near future so him with his wife, that or wives should I say, they all fuse into one, but they show up and say hi to everybody and visit, and they said we're gonna go to see like what the rest of you are doing. Basically that. So bye bye, peace out, y'all, and have a good day. Peace.